Today's episode is brought to you by AOS Kitchens, the South's leading outdoor kitchen design and installation specialists.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Meet and Greet Barbecue Podcast. Today we have another stateside guest. We are speaking to Sarah at Meet Me at the Smoker. Have a look, Google, go on to her TikTok page in particular is fantastic. Instagram, all of the social medias, and it's a really great episode to hear about her cooking experience and what she does on that huge smoker. But she can tell you about all of that. So without much further ado, here's Sarah. So hello, Sarah. For anyone who doesn't know who you may be, please do introduce yourself and welcome to the podcast.
Hi, I am Sarah. I'm from South Louisiana. I'm a Cajun girl, as you would call it. Got a Bayou accent. And I smoke all my meal prep every weekend. So that's what I do on TikTok and YouTube and all the social medias.
Well, it's so great to have you on the show. We've been following you on TikTok and Instagram for quite some time. And I can notice just behind you the very small smoker that you've got.
Oh, yes. That is my small smoker, a beast.
So just how, obviously we've seen a load of your social media videos and things that you're cooking on them. We'll come on to the cooks in a minute, but some of the things that we've seen recently, look, you're literally having to climb onto the smoker just to put the chimney up. I mean,
Yes.
How big is the smoker?
It is huge. I can give y'all a look real quick, but I do have to climb on top of it because there is not a way for my body to lift it up standing on a ladder. So I have to get that power doing a squat, lifting it up. It is heavy.
Well, at least you don't need to go to the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Great work.
Yeah. It's a gym workout. I've done some workouts with it, like in my TikToks. It's pretty funny. But people are always like thinking that I'm gonna fall or something, but it's way wider than they can imagine. Like I'm standing flat on it. I'm fine. Unless I become 60 and can't do that anymore.
I love the name as well. Like a great pun for Meet Me at the Smoker, which is fantastic. But where did the journey start for you in regards to smoking and grilling?
Oh, it all started with my husband. He bought the workhorse pit about 5 years ago, but I'm the cook. So I kind of took over and then we started doing social media and that's where it started 5 years ago. So I've been meal prepping for 5 years on the smoker every weekend.
And when you say meal prep, are you literally cooking for the whole week ahead?
For the whole week.
Yeah,
we cook for the whole week. I never cook during the week. We weigh out all our food. We are prepped, ready to go. Supper, lunch, we fast, so we don't really eat breakfast. So I don't have to worry about that. But we do eat a lot of meat.
as it should be.
Yeah. My husband eats a pound a day. That's why everybody's like a pound just for lunch and then more for supper. So everybody's like, wow, that you're cooking for an army? Like, no, I'm just cooking for my husband.
A one-man army.
Yeah, a one-man army.
So how do you plan all of that out? Do you have like a rotation that you do like different weeks throughout the month? Or do you have a stock list of kind of recipes that you decide to go through?
So it's just kind of what we feel like eating. Lately, we've been on a brisket kick and chicken. So we just been eating brisket and chicken for the past 4 weeks. Before that, we were on the pork butt kick. We'll get on kicks, and just eat it for like a few weeks and then switch it up. It's just all about like what we're in the mood for.
That sounds good. And so with the obviously with the prepping, and if you're doing a lot of smoking at the same time, are you finding that you're doing different meats at the same time as well? So therefore you're kind of continuously rotating meat throughout the smoker and moving things around?
Yes, like when I first get started, I put the brisket on and I let that smoke by itself because I closed my smokestack for about 2 hours because I want it to be really smoky. And then when I open that smokestack up, I add all my chicken. And then and then once all the chicken comes off, then I add some ribs and then some bacon and then the green beans and then the tallow and all of the good stuff. It
Do you
fits
do a lot?
everything though. It can
I was,
fit everything.
I was going to say, it could probably, yeah.
At
I'd be
one
worried if
time.
I worried if it couldn't fit everything in with the size of it.
Yes.
What's the largest thing you've done in it?
Just a brisket so far. And it was like a 21-pound brisket. So it wasn't that big. It looks small on the smoker.
See, I'm now
Everything's small.
googling what
I need a whole
21
pig.
pounds is.
Yeah. I need a whole pig on there.
It's
I'm googling what 21 pounds in kilos is. It's about 9.5 kilos, which is about the largest I've ever cooked in terms of a brisket.
Yeah, that was my biggest brisket probably yet.
What was that? 14, 16 hours job?
No, it took about 11 hours smoking, and then it rested for a good, about 14 hours total. Because you rested for about 3-4 hours. We never get to eat it that day because it's always done at like 11, 12 o'clock at night. I'm not about to eat brisket at that late.
I mean, there could be worse things to eat at 11, 12 o'clock at night, but yeah, I appreciate it.
That's true.
So so during the kind of podcast and other episodes that we've done, we've spoken to a number of guests in America, and I think the conversations that we ended up having, there seems to be quite sort of regional styles of barbecue. So is that the same in Louisiana? Is there kind of certain meats that are preferred, or certain, flavor combinations that are, local to Louisiana?
Yeah, so here, it's not really barbecue. It's more like your roux, like your gumbos, your
Yeah.
etouffees, boiled crawfish, stuff like that. But meat-wise, we have our Cajun seasonings, that's always good on meat. So we stick with that. Cajun seasoning is what I would recommend.
like
And do you do much
compared to.
fish?
Sorry, you go.
No, I was just going to say, obviously, if with like crayfish and gumbo and things that you were mentioning, do you do much of that in terms of smoking sort of fish and seafood on the barbecue as well?
So I don't do much seafood. I have done salmon before, but usually like I'll smoke my chicken and I'll do a chicken sausage gumbo with that, or like a chicken stew with that, and it's so good.
In the UK, compared to kind of a lot of the dishes that you're talking about there, British barbecue's come a long way from what it was known for. I mean, if you go back into maybe 90s and 80s, we were known very much for burning the outside of sausages and burgers and the inside still being raw. But it's always great to be speaking to people with such kind of dexterous cuisine and trying to give different ideas and inspiring. So for anyone who might kind of not be too aware about kind of the flavor profiles and everything that goes into things like the Cajun spices, the gumbos and things, how would someone from the UK start even trying to think about putting those types of dishes together? It might sound like quite a simplistic question to someone like yourself, but it's a very different cuisine over here, and it's always exciting to get the chance to eat those types of things.
So we use a lot of seasoning. We're big on salt. We love salt. So it's a lot of salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. It's like a mixture of that. It's a little spicy, but more salty. It's so hard to explain.
It's cooking from the heart, isn't it? It's that
Yes,
family gathering
it's like-
people around, enjoying
And
that sort of thing.
you don't measure your seasoning. You just season till your ancestors tell you to stop.
I like that. So you go through a lot of salt then, if a
Oh
lot of the
my
sauce
gosh.
is salt based.
We go through a lot of salt. I buy the big salt. Probably lasts us a month.
Okay, that is a lot compared to us. I mean, the problem we've got is our ancestors liked everything bland. You know, if it could have just been
Yes.
put on the side, that would be good. So we're still trying to get there. Again, I think our cooking style and cuisine's come a long way over the last kind of 20 years, but it's still very different. And that's why so many Brits go across to America on holidays to experience
Yeah.
what we would call
Experience
true,
it.
yeah, true barbecue, true different cuisines, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We just had two guys from the UK come to Homa and all and experience the cuisine. Josh and what I forget their names. They big on TikTok.
We do
I don't
try
know
and
if
get
y'all know.
around because there's not that sort of scene yet in the UK where, I mean, Owen and I were talking last week, and in our local area, and when I say local, from your point of view, it's probably very local, but from like a British point of view, you're talking about surrounding kind of 30 miles. There's not really any kind of smoking barbecue proper restaurants that we're able to go to. So a lot of what we have to do is off our own back. London's come a long way. There's a lot of
Yeah.
options for us in London wise, but otherwise it's what we can find online and try and copy and replicate. And again, the meats are very different that we have over here as well.
Oh yeah. See, we have some barbecue restaurants around us, like probably 30 minutes away, you know? So that's kind of competition for me if I'm gonna sell it, you know.
Yeah.
But the
Do you
good
think?
barbecue restaurants are like 2 hours away. You know, if
Right.
you want to get a good brisket, you got to go 2 hours away. And I can make it at home. So why would I do that?
Yeah, exactly right.
That's what I was just about to ask, Sarah. Actually, like, when you start getting into something like barbecue and you can start making some pretty decent meats and smokes at home, do you feel like if you do go out, it just, I don't know, you become more picky?
Yeah.
Well, I can
Yes.
probably do that better at home.
I am very picky. We are not big fans of going out to eat because like I just know my steak is better. Like it's so much better. I could do it better at home on some coals or my brisket, like it's not dry. I don't know. It's cheaper too, and you get more
Yeah,
brisket.
that is true. That is true. So, just out of interest, then, obviously, you've got the big smoker sat behind you there that we can see. Do you have any other barbecues or grills or anything like that in your collection, or are you just a one smoker person?
So I do still have my 1969 workhorse pit, and I just have this one. So I only have two for now. I will eventually be letting go my workhorse pit though, because it's just I always use this one.
And some of those
It's just in the
techniques
way.
you talked about as well, how did you go around kind of developing those and learning those during that journey?
So my husband literally taught me everything I know, like that from learn the internal temperature and wrapping the meat. Um, we kind of started smoking the food together. He taught me how to shred all the meat, cut the brisket, trim it, all the things. And then I also like looked at Heath Rouse on TikTok and YouTube and all the big gurus.
Um, so, just out of interest, when you kind of obviously the meal prep is, I'm going to go right back to the beginning now. You're talking about meal prep and you do everything for a week. Do you typically is everything more on a low and slow basis, or do you still do some hot and fast grill, hot and fast style cooking? I'm assuming you can probably do something around the firebox, couldn't you, where you can do some hot and fasts?
So yeah, I can do hot and fast, but I stick to low and slow because I like a smokier taste. I just find everything tastes more smoky when you do it that way. Hot and fast, I've tried the pork butt that way before. I didn't like it as much. So I stick with low and slow.
Is there a particular wood combination? Do you stick to one type of wood, or is there a combination? What's your normal kind of
Yes.
smoke?
So I am stuck with oak right now because I'm stocked up with, trees. From the hurricane we had a couple years ago, we went collect all around the roads, getting all the wood. So we have a bunch of free logs and racks right behind me. I'm not going to show because I have so much stuff back there.
I mean, oak's a great choice for brisket, right?
It is. And we just cut down a pecan tree, so I will have some pecan as well. So those are the two I kind of stick with. That's what we got around here. So that's what I stick with. What about
So
y'all? What do y'all use?
Oak for sure. I don't mind a bit of apple or cherry. So a bit of sweeter stuff. I think more for pork. And then I've got like an asado style, so like an Argentinian style that you could kind of bring the grill up and down and put it over the flames. I normally use a beech or an ash, sort of English tree, but half the time it's what I can get my hands on.
I would love one of those. Maybe one day I'll add that to the smoker collection.
It's pretty new. I've only had it for a few months, so still getting used to it. But yeah, they are great fun.
That's cool. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on cherry at the moment. I absolutely love how it smells when you're smoking with it. I've got a Kamado that I do most of my bits in, and I just love the profile it gives, particularly to beef. I think kind of beef short ribs with cherry on are absolutely stunning, and I love it. I've done quite a bit with applewood as well in the past, but I keep coming back to cherry. Just, a lot of it, I think, is because if I know that I'm going to be smoking something for anywhere between 8 and 16 hours, I just like that smell being around.
Yeah, it does smell good. I have smoked with that wood before, but we quit buying it since we're stocked up.
Yeah, why would you? Why would you if you've got all that good quality oak to use?
Do you not find, Dan, that with cherry, especially with beef, it's a bit too mild in terms of smoke flavour?
I think it depends what you're doing with it and how you're smoking it. If you're going to be doing like a Texas Crunch or something like that, you need to make sure that you're definitely getting enough time under the sort of with the smoke, I should say, before you wrap it too much, or even boat it to make sure that it's getting the smoke the whole time. But more and more often, I'm trying to get through it without having to wrap it. The difference being with any kind of British beef that we're using, kind of grass fed, it doesn't have the same sort of level of marbling that the American meat has. So you've got to be, or we find anyway, unless I'm using imported meat, I've got to be so much more careful about smoking it over those sort of times and making sure it keeps moisture in. Whereas if you're wrapping it, you can add a lot of moisture in there to kind of help that. But it can, as you rightly said, knock back a bit of that kind of smoky flavour you're getting from the cherry. But
have you ever done
Have
you ever done a foil boat brisket?
Yeah, I've done it a few times. Yeah,
smokier?
Yeah, because you've got the top out to be able to do that. And
that's why I do it that way. I love the smoky taste.
Yeah, exactly. But again,
I've never done a four boat.
Have you not? Oh, it's worth doing.
No, I don't think I have. No.
Oh, you have to try it.
Yeah, it's never even crossed my mind. I just always go for as long as I can and then butcher's paper straight.
Oh, you gotta try it. It holds juices, and you can just scoop it up, put it in the pan, wrap it, put it to the side to rest, and then when you cut it open, oh my gosh, you still have all that juice. It's perfect. You gotta try it.
It seems so. Yeah, I was gonna say it seems so logical to do, but yeah, never tried it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's my new favorite way.
Depending on what you're spritzing with as well, you can get so much more of that flavour and action on it too. It's definitely worth trying, I would say. I have also, again, I've not really done it with any grass-fed meat, more the imported stuff, but just not wrapped at all. Much more kind of careful and getting through it. I mean, making sure I've got a tray underneath the catching of the
Underneath the
juices. Yeah, exactly that. But it's another way to get much more of that smoke in, so it kind of counteracts the less amount of time that like an oak would need before you fully wrap it. You can give it much longer underneath that smoke profile.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So obviously it's a Friday night. You're about to go into a weekend. So what's on the menu for the smoking this weekend?
Oh, we got 3 pork butts. We got 4 whole chickens we're doing. I got bacon, of course. We're gonna do some poppers, wild hog poppers. It's y'all ever had wild hog or heard of that?
But I suppose it's our wild boar, isn't it? I
Yeah,
should imagine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you catch it around here. It's a wild pig. It's so good. I put that in the poppers and you put cream cheese, wrap that in bacon. So we're making that this
Nice.
weekend. Some sweet potatoes and green beans. That's about it.
And do you do the vegetables on the grill as well?
Yeah, I do everything on the smoker. I never cook inside.
Yeah.
It's too hot here to cook inside.
And is that all year round?
All year, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
the winter, we have winter, it gets cold.
Yeah.
It's just different, it's so hot. It stays hot till probably December.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can understand why it's just so much easier to cook outside.
Now, we did have snow one time in January, this past January. First time in 30 years of my life that I've ever seen snow in Louisiana.
That must be an
It was so
exciting
awesome.
day, right? An
It was
exciting
awesome.
day.
It was like, to your knees. I've never seen snow like this, but I hated it because it was so cold. I hated it. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm so glad I never traveled to see this because I don't like it.
You can compare those temperatures to what we've got. So we are 12th of September at the moment, and the high that we had today here in the UK, or with me in Ipswich anyway, was 62 Fahrenheit, so around like sort of 17 Celsius. And I mean, that feels like that's hot at the moment. It's started to get proper cold in the evenings and things. Us hardcore barbecuers will still be out even over kind of Christmas when we've got snow on the ground and things. But you're right. I imagine when it's that hot, you want to be outside, like smoking and cooking outside as much as you can.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And even during the winter here, like you can be in pants and a muscle shirt. That's how cold it is. So I'll be just fine. That's why I smoke all year round.
Yeah. It's great. Barbecue 365, as it should be.
That's right. My neighbors probably hate it. I don't know.
Are they big barbecuers or on your street?
Some,
You guys are the
yeah.
barbecuers.
Some are, but we are the barbecuers. We are. They didn't really know till this arrived.
I mean, it's pretty hard to miss.
It was allowed, arriving at 7:00 at night. Everybody's seeing it.
So, kind of in and around your local area, obviously, is barbecue quite popular? Do you get like sort of lots of competitions and things like that, within your local-ish area?
I'd say I have to travel for competitions, like to Texas and stuff. I did go to we do have local cook-offs and stuff, but I did go to a local one about an hour away, but not many around here in my area. I'll have to travel. And we don't mind traveling. It's fun. We traveled to meet some TikTok friends in Texas, and it was a barbecue competition that they put on. It was so fun. So fun.
Did you get involved? Did you get involved in cooking?
I did not get involved in cooking because it would be too much to travel with the smoker.
Yeah.
But they did ask me to judge. So I did get to eat a ton of burgers and wings, and it was great.
If you've been looking or thinking about an outdoor kitchen, then look no further than AOS Outdoor Kitchens.
They are the South's leading outdoor kitchen design and installation specialists.
Their extensive showroom is based just outside Bournemouth on the Dorset-Hampshire border, and as well as numerous in-store displays, also features a live outdoor kitchen where they cook every week on Kamado grills, pizza ovens, and all filmed and shown on YouTube.
They offer a wealth of knowledge on how to transform your patio into the most incredible outdoor dining area with styles and options to suit every budget. And you can guarantee they will be able to create something perfectly suited to you and your home.
They stock and supply everything that you're going to need for outdoor cooking, including barbecues, Kamado ovens, pizza ovens, outdoor fridges, and every accessory that you would need to become the ultimate outdoor chef.
So if you want to make yourself the envy of your friends and neighbours, get in touch with them today to arrange a consultation and take the first step in transforming your back garden into the most incredible entertainment space.
Visit aoskitchens.co.uk.
I want to talk about barbecue competitions because Owen and I have been a little bit obsessed because it's harder for us to find kind of the same quality competitions in the UK. They're a lot less frequent, and we've often talked about 40th birthdays, going over and doing a tour and trying to hit as many competitions as we can at the right time to absorb that, learn more, and enjoy all of that. The competitions that you've gone to, I mean, it must be a very different experience if you're judging, but how stressful are the competitions, whether you're watching other people doing it and seeing how they're reacting, or if it's something that you want to nail and get perfect? You know, what was that experience like over those long cooks for competition?
Oh, it's stressful. You can see it on their face. They got to have it done at a certain time. And that's why I don't mind being on the other side judging, because I don't have to worry about having something done on time. I'm a big person I just want to cook when I want to cook and not have to be done. But I forgot what I was gonna say. You could see the stress on their face. I mean, every barbecue competition is nerve-wracking. But if I was coming to the US, I would go to Memphis in May. That's the biggest one that you would hear about. Have y'all heard of Memphis in May?
No.
I think I have.
No, it's not been mentioned before. Look at what, 92, 3 episodes in?
I don't know much about it. You know, my husband's always talked about it. We plan to go next year in May because it's in May. Heath Rouse actually just won this past Memphis in May. He won. So, it's a huge. I think it's in so it's in Memphis, Tennessee, I think, and it's just like it's huge. I can't tell you how many tents because I don't know all the knowledge, you know, but look it up. Look it up. Memphis in May.
We will do, because I mean, we've talked a lot about the fact that Owen thrives cooking for people and really enjoys it, whereas I struggle. So if I've got people coming over and I'm barbecuing, I ideally want everything resting before they even come, so I can more focus on kind of hosting and everything, whereas Owen's very much more of a showman when he's kind of barbecuing and make sure.
Okay, I'm like you. I want to be done. I want it resting so then I can entertain, and yes, I'm like that.
Yeah,
I want it done.
I don't think it's anything to do with being a showman, Dan. It's just
that's all it is, though.
No, it's just that I don't have to talk to people. If I'm too busy cooking,
he wants
then I don't have to talk.
I was going to say, you don't want to have to socialize. He wants to be awake cooking, and then he'll socialize when we eat.
That's right. Yes,
just
exactly
a little bit of socialization.
Yeah, that's it. And I can drink more beer just sat by the barbecue on my own.
So we've talked multiple times about potentially entering like a competition in the UK somewhere, but between the two of us, we just haven't organised it, and my panic at knowing what it would feel like trying to do it and nail something.
So that's why I'm not really interested in doing a competition, because you gotta like, oh my gosh, you gotta remember bring everything. What if you forget something? You're screwed. Yeah. Not for me. I want to enjoy my cook. I want to just relax. I like it to be enjoyable.
So if you had to choose one thing to cook and one thing only, what would it be? What's your kind of go-to?
Brisket.
Yeah.
It would be brisket. That's my favorite thing to cook. I love how long it takes, and then like it's so satisfying at the end when it like just comes out perfect, and you're like, I did that.
And a particular flavour? Do you just salt, pepper, garlic, or are you
Salt,
Cajun?
pepper, garlic.
Salt, pepper, garlic, yeah. Classic.
I love a lot of salt. Now, do y'all use a lot of salt?
I would say for UK people, we probably do, but compared to the amount of salt that you're using, no way at all. The size of container of salt you were describing earlier.
I'm gonna have to make my SPG and send it to you guys and see if it's enough salt for you guys.
Yeah,
If y'all's if y'all's is as salty as mine.
yeah, I know my wife and kids like they like a lot more salt than I do. I did buy a pre-made SPG, and it was actually too salty for me. I kind of almost had to brush a bit of bark off just to get rid of that salty flavour, which I know sounds criminal, doesn't it? But
that's horrible.
yeah. But I suppose if you spend all those hours trying to build bark and then you taste it and go, ugh, I think,
yeah. Then you don't like it.
Oh yeah.
I think something that we're very guilty of in the UK as well is that we don't tend to brine like our birds before we cook them very much at all. It's quite rare to hear people doing that. Whereas everything I see of kind of Americans, whether it's in the run up to Thanksgiving, where it's just cooking in general on the grill, there's a lot more brining involved, which is going to help that salt proper permeate into the birds as well. It's I don't know if you've kind of tried doing proper brines on chicken and things, though.
The only brine I've done is on turkeys. That's all I've ever brined. And I find that it just helps it come out not so dry,
Yeah.
Because the turkey's pretty dry.
It feels intimidating to me to give it a go, which I don't know why. The worst thing I'm going to do is mess up a turkey, right?
I was intimidated too, because I was like, oh my God, like I'm trying this brine. Like, what if it makes this big old turkey taste disgusting? But it actually was good. It was just like some orange juice, rosemary, thyme, like the basic turkey brine, and it came out great. Definitely recommend trying a turkey brine, but I don't brine anything else.
No, I don't. I've never brined. Actually, I did do a pork once, and there was a particular reason I had to inject it and brine it in something. I can't remember what the recipe was, but that's the only thing I've ever done. I typically, even turkeys, full birds, just whack it on with no brine and hope for the best.
I never do. Oh, what was that?
I say it's surprising how I do kind of dry brining though, where I'll salt everything the day before and leave it kind of in the fridge for at least 24 hours. And the difference that makes on chicken and turkey is huge. I mean, you can even kind of feel and see the difference before you even start cooking it. So I'm like, a brine must take it to such much more of a different level.
Yeah, I've never tried the dry brine. I'm gonna have to try that.
I quite like doing it. You can do it on steaks where it's much better overnight, but you can do it kind of over the course of maybe 2 hours, and it's interesting to watch if you check the fridge, the different stages where you see all of the moisture drawn out by the salt, and then it slowly just goes back in. And the difference that it makes is really surprising, particularly with the much thicker cuts of steak that you're doing. If you're doing like a reverse sear or something like that on like a thick tomahawk, I think quite often it's very easy to, maybe not for yourself, but under season it or make sure you've got enough flavor going through that. But a dry brine really helps bring all that out.
I'm gonna have to give that a go. I never tried it.
Me neither.
Oh yeah, get involved. Get involved.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to try that then.
So I think it's probably a good time, Sarah, that we move on to one of the things that we hold very dear on the podcast, and we want to hear about some of the cooks that don't go so well. Hopefully there's a funny story or two, but our barbecue fails. So have you got a nice or funny
yeah.
or disastrous barbecue fail that you're willing to share with the group?
I really do. It's my first brisket. I'm smoking by myself. My husband's at work this day, and I'm smoking on my workhorse pit 1969, so it's smaller than this one. And I was worried about it because it's for a party, so like it gotta come out good. It's our friends. Well, I go inside. I just wrapped it. I go inside, heat me up some lunch. I come outside, the whole pit is on fire. I'm like, oh my God. I freaked out. I opened the lid. I had some heat gloves. I just opened the brisket, grabbed it, rewrapped it, threw it back on the smoker, and I was hoping for the best. And I'm like, I am not telling Logan about this. I'm not going to tell him. And then I'm like, well, what if it don't come out good? I'm going to have to tell him what happened. So I told him. He's like, oh, I hope it comes out good. He had me all worried. Don't you know it still came out good? It caught on fire. I mean, my brisket was on fire. The butcher paper was, oh, it was so scary. I thought I was about to burn the house down. Like, I was like, of course, my first cook by myself with this pit. He's at work, and I'm going to catch everything on fire.
You were putting on a show. That's what you were doing.
Yeah, I was putting on a show. Oh, it was a show. Oh, it was a show. Too much wood. I had just added a log. I had put too much wood.
I was about to
So
ask
the
why.
grease caught on fire, and the whole pit was on fire. Everything was burning. No, I like that
Did you
because
have
it
anything
came
else
out good, but I mean, it wasn't my best brisket because it caught on fire.
Did you have anything else on the grill at the same time, or just the brisket?
Luckily, I just had the brisket and the tallow. I did have the tallow, so I had to take the tallow off as well. You know, that was popping, you know, fire, grease.
The French will call that flambéed, all right? So you're just upping the technique game. That's what you're doing, just flambeing the brisket.
Give it that extra flavor, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
A little extra love.
I ruined some really great steak the other week by being just my clumsy self, really. So did some steaks out on the grill, verseed them, quite thick things, put a lot of time and effort into it. I was really looking forward to it. Served my wife's up, so she's into like eating. I prepped mine, cut it all up so it looks great. Go to put some pepper on it and realize that the pepper shaker that we've got is just empty. So I get like the big kind of ground pepper thing. I was like, well, I'll fill up afterwards. One little kind of push over the top, lid comes off, pepper everywhere. And I'm just stood there like, crying, trying to work out how to do it, how to get it off. So I haven't told Owen this, so he doesn't know what's coming next. I spotted my vacuum cleaner on the side, and I was like, if I turned the vacuum cleaner on and held it far away enough, could I try and get some of that pepper off without getting everywhere near it? It doesn't work. I mean, you can get some of it off, but
You couldn't
surprisingly,
shake it off?
I tried Taylor Swifting it, but it didn't work. It's still absolutely covered.
I suppose the moisture from the meat has made it stick. I'd have
that.
If that was me, I'd have gone straight to the tap and just washed it off.
Just washed it.
Put it under a tap.
I'm an idiot, though. You know, I'm an extravagant idiot.
I'd have probably rinsed it if it didn't shake off, or like wipe it, maybe with a paper towel. I don't know.
I did use a paper towel. I still ate a lot of it. I basically threw a little out, got annoyed at myself, got a separate plate, put a towel on it, and then turned the steak upside down on that, and then tried to eat it off that, scraping off the bottom bit of the steak. Basically, just leaving that.
I mean, it's still funny to picturing you with a little like Henry Hoover, just kind of trying to suck the pepper out. Well, I've been really bad. I don't have any fails because...
Oh, look at show off, right?
No, it's not that. It's just I've not had... Over the last week and a half, I've just not had any time to... I haven't actually barbecued for over a week now. So I'm starting to get withdrawal symptoms.
Oh, man, you got a barbecue.
I know.
Looks like you got to cook this weekend.
I know I'm going to someone else's barbecue tomorrow, so I'm not even going to be barbecuing tomorrow. I may have to do something on Sunday. Otherwise, yeah, I'll
Do some
be too
wings.
withdrawn. Yeah,
Something small.
definitely. Well, my daughter's at high school, and she's taking food technology, and
Oh,
she's got to do some cooking as part of her homework. So I'm kind of sort of trying to push her. Well, you cook the family dinner on Sunday, and maybe we should do it outside. Let me teach you how to
yeah.
do some barbecuing. So I'm hoping I can get her to cook dinner
Be
that matches her
fun.
homework. Yeah, but just doing it outside.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I try to get my niece out here, but she don't like to come outside. She's 13. She just likes to be on the TikTok.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's the
my
same age as my daughter.
daughter's 8.5, and she's desperate for like a phone or anything that she can do that. I'm like trying to hold off as long as possible.
Hold off.
I'm
Hold
trying so
off.
hard, but some of the friends at school have got it. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's so hard when the
Yeah.
friends got it. It's like you don't want to leave them out.
I could keep saying to her every time you ask, it's a year later. So we're now on the fact I think she'll be about 84 when she can have one, something like that. Just keep adding to it.
Is she in school activities?
Uh,
Like,
she's just signed up to like school choir.
oh
But
man, so she might use that on you. Well, I'm gonna need to call you in practices then.
part of it as well is she has music lessons on Thursday. I'm very lucky. One of my friends is like a professional music teacher, so he
Oh,
teaches in
cool.
schools and things, and he comes over. And one of the things he does, he brings a Bluetooth speaker over. I mean, we've got them here, but he's got it all set up. And he'll ask her, right, is there anything you want to practice today or learn today? So they do like basic chords on a guitar first, and the second half is singing lessons. And it means that anything that she wants to try and practice and learn, he can quickly get up. But she's like, well, it would really improve my music if I could have a phone as well to be able to practice any song I want. I was like, yeah, I wasn't born yesterday. Well done.
That's true. She got you.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
You can maybe keep her from the social medias, just have the basic things.
That's a slippery slope, isn't it? The second
Yeah.
that something like that gets in the house, it'll just be one
Like
thing after the other.
Snapchat.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
Hey-ho.
I'm so glad there was no phones when I was a kid.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I
My
know.
wife and I were talking about this the other day. When you're going through like high school, college, university, the amount of stupid stuff that we used to get up to, I'm like, I'm so pleased none of that was caught on camera. There was no one
Yeah.
in the corner just filming things and taking photos, whereas all of their childhood now, the second they get one of those phones, is documented. All of it is documented.
100%.
Yeah. But just on topic, but also going back to kind of food and barbecuing, I was just saying about my daughter, and I sort of said to her, look, we've got loads of recipe books in the cupboard. Why didn't you go through and read a book? Look at a recipe book, get some inspiration. And it was almost the look of, just what are you on about? I'll go on TikTok and find a recipe.
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, Dad.
Yeah. But that being said, though, obviously, the power of social media is that, obviously we found you on social media, and you can find some cracking inspiration.
Oh yeah.
For things to cook or different methods to try, new grills to purchase, just from what you see on socials.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. I just actually did a corn dip I saw on TikTok, and it came out so good. It was a street corn dip. Wow, I've been missing out. I never did that before.
Actually, I think if we're talking about ingredients, it's probably a good time to go into barbecue bingo.
Okay.
So, let me just share my screen. So this is, as I said, one of the other things that we like to do on the podcast, where we've got a wheel that is full of ingredients, and all of the ingredients have been left by other guests in previous shows.
Some are kind, some are less kinds, depending on how the person felt on the day.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
So
I hope I get a good one. Oh, liver.
there's
Oh,
lots of
no.
there's a lot of different things on there. I'll read some of them out as well for the people listening rather than watching on YouTube. So you've got scallops, rabbit, pedron peppers, frog's legs,
Chicken
tripe,
hearts.
chicken hearts, kangaroo, vindaloo paste or curry paste, white pudding, duck,
Please don't give me chicken hearts.
Szechuan peppers, blue cheese, liver. We also have something on there which is called My Signature Dish. So we ask people, if it lands on that, then please cook what you're known for or what your favorite dish is. So from what you said earlier, I'm kind of assuming that would probably be brisket for yourself.
Yep, for sure. Definitely a brisket.
So let's just hope this doesn't land on chicken
Yeah.
hearts for you.
Please don't, or liver, or just like something disgusting.
So when we give
Okay.
this a spin, what we'd like you
Nervous.
to do is think of an ingredient to leave on the board for the
Already
next
got
time.
one.
You've already got one. Great. Okay. So I'll give this a spin. Yeah, we'd love you to try and cook something with this ingredient. Tag us in on social media, and then we'll post about it as well. But let's give it a go. Oh,
Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
oh my
To be
goodness.
to be fair,
Technical error.
if it does land on chicken hearts, maybe you could cook a brisket and just show a chicken heart a brisket.
Yeah. I'm not gonna eat it. Duck.
Yeah, duck.
Oh, there we are.
I can do duck.
Yes, you can. That was the
My
one
boss kills
thing.
duck, so I can get some duck.
That was if it was me, that's what I would have hoped for out of that whole list. So I
Dude,
think
that's
you've
what I
done
was
well.
hoping for. I'm not gonna lie, that or rabbit. I was like, come on, I know how to smoke these things. Okay, I'm so
what-
excited. Okay.
What's your first thoughts? What comes straight to mind?
I'm
when you've
gonna
got
do
that?
okay. Well, I already thought about doing some duck bombs, which is putting it on a jalapeno with some cream cheese and wrapping that in bacon.
Nice.
He also sometimes gives me what's called speckled belly goose breast, and it's kind of like you cook it like steak, like medium rare, but you smoke it. You smoke it to about 135, the internal temp. Y'all, it tastes just like steak, and it's delicious. It's actually better than steak.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What a
So I think
combination of
that's
words. Speckled bellied goose breast.
speckled belly goose breast.
That sounds like an insult. I love it. Like as a combination of words. It's beautiful.
I guess that's what the goose is called, speckled belly goose breast. That's what he called it.
Great, Sarah. What ingredient are you going to leave for us?
Alligator.
Oh,
Oh,
look at that.
right. I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I'll show that I can't spell alligator. So
Alligator. Is it
that's
two
on there.
L's? Might just be one L. I don't know.
I'll Google it
Now you
later.
got me thinking.
Harder to get in the UK, but I have seen it in the UK. But if we get
Yeah.
a UK guest on that has to get it, I want to see what their reaction is initially when we're asking
Yeah,
people, what
like-
would you do with it? And they're like, faint. I don't know.
Yeah. What would you do with You can get whole gators like online and smoke them. I plan to do that eventually. I haven't smoked a whole gator, but I have eaten gator, and gator's delicious. Fried gator, mm, mm, mm. So good.
I've not tried it, but I'm assuming it's a very meaty.
It's like chicken.
Yeah.
I say like chicken, but almost like fish texture a little bit. I don't
Okay.
know. It's different. It's so different. That's big in restaurants around here, like fried gator bites. It's like an appetizer around here.
Nice.
I don't even know what like the UK equivalent would be, because like it's quite an alien concept to us because we don't have any animals like that. I was trying to think what sort of like pigeon
Chicken nuggets.
of chicken nuggets. Well, I was thinking like a pest that you get in the UK that people will like eat. Almost like was that pigeon? I guess would be the most similar sort of thing from that point of view.
Yeah, I would say that's disgusting. A pigeon.
Although a
Y'all eat
pigeon's a lot.
pigeons?
Yeah, well, it's less likely to take a dog as well, a pigeon. So we've got that going for
Okay.
us at least.
So, is there anything else, I suppose, that we haven't covered yet that you'd like to talk about in terms of barbecue or anything else for that matter?
Hmm. I think we pretty much covered all my favorite things. Brisket. What about
Great.
I didn't ask y'all what y'all favorite things to cook are.
I mean, I love beef ribs. However, I've been doing a lot more pulled pork recently. But the thing that I'm enjoying most is I've got a Blackstone in the last year, and there's something so enjoyable first thing on a Sunday morning going out and doing like pancakes, bacon, sausages, eggs, just out there first thing in the morning, particularly if you wake up really early, like
Yeah,
6, 7
like
a.m. and you're there by yourself.
yes,
It's wonderful.
yes. So great. I want a Blackstone so bad just for that reason.
Mm.
I want to
It's-
do breakfast on it. I want to do hibachi. You do
Oh, yeah, yeah,
hibachi?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you going to
I
do the
want that.
juggling as well? And like the little
Yeah,
volcanoes and
yeah. I
everything?
told my husband, I said, we have to get one eventually, and then I can like do a video and I said, you could cut the grass and I'll toss you an egg.
See, I can't answer the question because I don't know. I like cooking all of the things, so I can't pick a favorite. I think.
It's more being outdoors and cooking for you, isn't it? It's that
Yeah.
experience,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
away from everyone.
As long as it's me, I'll cook it. It's one of
Look,
my
I live
favorites.
out here now. I live out
Yeah.
here now. My husband hooked me up with a TV on the wall. You know, we got our TV here. And that's my workhorse
Nice.
set, 1969 right here under
Wow.
it. So I never go inside on Saturdays. So tomorrow, I'll be right here.
Great stuff. Well, Sarah, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the podcast. Thank you ever so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so lovely to meet you. But please do give yourself a shout out. Tell our guests where to find you on social media, what your handles and hashtags and things are.
Yeah, so you can find me on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Meet Me at the Smoker. And there's a dot in between Meet Me at the Smoker. So go find me, go follow me. Check me out, subscribe as well.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, save all the videos, engage.
Great. Well, thank you ever so much for coming on to the podcast.
Yes, thanks for having me. Y'all have a great weekend.
And you
You
enjoy your
too.
smoking day tomorrow.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks so
Bye-bye.
much. Bye.
Bye.
That's it for another episode of the Meet and Greet Barbecue Podcast. Thanks so much to Sarah for coming onto the show. Another really enjoyable episode. As ever, we want to hear from you. Please tell us what you want us to talk about on the show. Please get in contact through our social media channels. And until next time, keep on grilling.
Today's episode of the Meet and Greet Barbecue Podcast is brought to you by AOS Outdoor Kitchens. They are the South's leading outdoor kitchen design and installation specialists.